Now we have statement of financial position, right? We have statement of financial position. There we include three things. What are they? Assets, liability, and equity. Now we are talking about these assets. Okay, we are talking about these assets. Now, when we talk about assets, assets have two forms. First one is current assets, let's say current asset. The second one being non-current asset. Okay. If we can convert an asset into cash in less than 12 months, we call it a current asset. If it is more than 12 months, we call it a non-current assets. So when we take the statement of financial position, we record these assets based on what? Based on liquidity. We record assets based on liquidity. Now, when we are being told liquidity, now it comes to the question, what is liquidity? Okay, we have a statement of financial position. We record the assets in them, and we record these assets based on the liquidity. So someone can ask, what is liquidity? Okay, what is liquidity? So liquidity is if you can convert an asset into cash within a short period, in with minimal loss, okay, we call it what? We call it a liquid asset. Okay, we call it a liquid asset. Okay, now based on this, non-current assets are what? High liquid or less liquid? Non-current assets compared to current assets. Tell me. Non-current assets compared to current assets, they are less liquid. Okay, non-current assets are less liquid compared to current assets, because in the definition itself, it says it takes more than 12 months to convert a non-current asset into cash. Okay, so non-current assets are less liquid and current assets are current assets are high liquid. So in the statement of financial position, we record assets based on the liquidity. If that is the case, what should we record first? We should first record non-current asset, right? And then we record current asset. Right? Then we record current asset. Now, even among this, what is the issue or what is the concern? Okay, we have to record non-current assets also based on the liquidity. In the statement of the financial position, here, see. Okay, in the statement of the financial position, we are recording assets based on the liquidity. Okay, so we record non-current assets first and current assets later based on the liquidity, and we record less liquid asset first. Okay, we record less liquid assets first. So firstly we record non-current assets and then we record the current assets. Now, even in the non-current assets, we have subcategories of assets. For example, land and building, vehicles, 5-year deposit, likewise. In the current assets also, we have subcategories. For example, stock, debtors, and cash in hand. Now they also have to be recorded based on the liquidity, and we have to record less liquid asset first. Okay, the assets which are under non-current assets and assets which are under current asset have to be recorded based on the liquidity, and less liquid asset have to be recorded first. Okay, less liquid asset has to be recorded first. So in non-current assets, usually what? Land and building come first. They are less liquid. Then we have vehicles. Then we have long-term deposits. Long-term deposits. See, land and building is less liquid compared to vehicles. And long-term vehicles are less liquid compared to long-term deposits. Okay. And when we take the current assets, okay, stocks come first. They are less liquid. They are the lesser liquid one. And then we have the debtors. Okay. And finally, we have cash. So cash is high liquid. Now stock is less liquid compared to debtors. Debtors is less liquid compared to cash. So less liquid assets are recorded first. Now, if someone asks what is liquidity, then we learned here. See, if someone can convert an asset into cash with a minimum loss within a short period, we call it a liquid asset. Okay. So we have the statement of financial position. We record assets, liabilities, and equity in it. So firstly, we are going to learn about assets. Assets, we have two forms, current assets and non-current assets. Current assets are the assets that can be converted into cash in less than 12 months. Non-current assets are assets that take more than 12 months to convert into cash. Okay. So in the statement of financial position, we record the assets based on the liquidity, and we record less liquid asset first. Less liquid asset first. So if someone come and ask you what is liquidity, liquidity is ability to convert an asset into cash within a short period with a minimum loss. Okay, that is what liquidity is. So non-current asset is less liquid compared to current assets, because in the definition itself, it take more than 12 months to convert into cash. So when we go into the statement of financial position, we record non-current asset first because it is less liquid. Okay, and then we record current assets. So even inside the categories of non-current asset and current asset, we record these items based on the liquidity. Based on the liquidity. Okay, so usually land and building is less liquid compared to vehicles. So we record it first, and then we record vehicles, and finally we record something like long-term fixed deposits, which are more liquid. And after that, we record current assets. So among the current assets, we firstly record the less liquid current asset first. Okay, high liquid current asset is recorded at the last. So stocks are less liquid compared to debtors, and debtors are less liquid compared to cash. Okay, so that is the logicality behind this recording of individual items or individual assets. So I hope you understand that. So you can take a couple of minutes to write the slide.